we're saying how we would see this game out, and as it does finish, Maidstone United 4, Enfield Town 0. So, Nigel.
There you go.
There we go.
2 commentaries, 2 4-0.
I know.
Can we say,
there you go.
And we've got the laptop in touch.
And the laptop survived. That's the bonus of this all. But yeah, I mean, kind of like a dream finish to that game right there, with Shaq getting his hat trick. And we were just saying, can Maidstone keep a clean sheet? Can Shaq get his hat trick? And well, they've both been confirmed in the last 5 minutes. So overall, a really dominant performance from Maidstone, I think, start to finish. I was so surprised early on that how much space Enfield were giving Maidstone, and it was clear, I think, when they were coming here, they're probably trying to play for a point.
Yeah.
Obviously, our early goal from Ben Brooks' penalty changed that, and immediately after our goal, to be fair to Enfield, they did come out of a great chance, forced an Alexis into a save, but the second half was the possession stats were probably a bit more even in the second half, but Maidstone again not being tremendously troubled, and with the introduction of Shaq, unfortunately for Sol, who took a bit of a knock to his shoulder there, and hopefully that doesn't turn out to be anything long term. But what it did do is it's given Shaq the chance to essentially turn into a super sub with a hat trick. So perfect performance there.
Yeah, exactly. And as I said, it's the second time this season that we put 4 goals past Enfield. The second time that Maidstone players got a hat trick.
Yeah.
George has just got the match ball there. He just called the players over. He just presented it to Shaq. But as they do their customary run and jump into the Genko end. But yeah, it's all good stuff, isn't it? And I mean, you said the possession stats were a lot more even in that second half, but Maidstone were happy for Enfield to have the ball. They were just playing along their back line. They didn't really threaten. Their shape was good. They pressed when they had to press, and just forced. Temi and Reece Greenwich were just winning headers at will, really, at the back. They wasn't really. I think Chukwu kind of changed it a little bit. He was just more of a presence up there when he did come on, but I don't think he really troubled Temi. I think Temi had an excellent game as well.
He did. He got a crucial block as well when it was 1-0 on Enfield's attempt. But I think you could speak for every player, and that they've put in an amazing performance. I was really also impressed with Charlie and Ben again, getting high up and causing issues. And as good as Shaq getting his hat trick is, you have to give credit to Aaron Blair in all 3 goals for making those happen, really. And especially the first 2 he was so involved in, and really the third was just Shaq's great awareness to get to the spilled ball and get there first. So yeah, as Shaq is walking around with his rightly deserved match ball, and yeah, I'm really happy for him. I mean, totally my man of the match. Although even if he did play 30 minutes of the game, you can't argue against.
Yeah, he's going to get the headline,
Yeah.
isn't he? And I think it was just noticeable there. We said it on commentary as well. When he was waiting to come on there, Timmy was the first one to come along and gave him a fist pump.
Yeah.
And then when he got that hat trick, he kind of went to the Vanarama ball behind the goal and just sort of put his arms out like a wide, and they all come running in. And Aaron Blair was actually the one that picked the ball out of the net and just went and handed him the match ball. It's kind of like, they're obviously great mates from their times at Braintree, and that's what like you say, Aaron Blair as well. That's what his game's about. He's not a selfish striker, is he? He's very
exactly. He'll look to create as much as he wants to get the ball in the back of the net, right? And yeah, I mean the hat trick Shaq scored, obviously really happy for him, and the finish for the second goal as well was amazing.
That was a good goal.
So yeah, good end to the game there. I've not looked at the table since. I don't want to look at the table. I know Torquay did pull ahead in that game, so we probably haven't finished the evening top of the table. But I think the most important thing that matters is we're still on our upward trajectory. We're now 18 games unbeaten. Again, as we were saying, our last 2 commentaries together have resulted in not that we've had any impact, but they've both been great Maidstone performances, 4-0 wins. So, you can't really complain about that at all. I think we're still by far the most informed side in the league.
We are indeed.
So, that it's everything to shout about as we obviously look into next week, and it will be Cheshire away. So, trying to probably look to get one back on them from their visit here early on in the season, where they did get that last minute equaliser. But
you saying that, just going back, just looking at the form and looking on one of the apps that we've got here, like it's in the last 10 games, 10 games played, and we've got 26 points from a possible 30.
Yeah, I mean that's.
Do you know what I mean? We've got 26 goals and conceded 6.
Yeah, that's
from about that time when we said, on commentary there, after the Bath 3-3 game, we were sitting 14th in the table in mid-November, and then we put that run together, and we've literally just. Some will say we've come from nowhere, but we've been following this team, and we've been saying it on the commentary throughout the season. We wasn't getting the results what our performances merited, and I think we've now started scoring the goals, and then some even questioned as well when when Russia and Papadopoulos did leave us in the new year, where the goals were going to come from, and we've answered that again today.
Well, there's plenty,
and let's not forget, Shaq Coultos is a National League South goal scorer. This is where he's played at a higher level, but he's very much, he knows where the back of the net is at this level. And
absolutely, I mean, he's got that Football League pedigree as well, hasn't he? And I think what today shows more than anything is that we've lost players. George has, been very open that they're not going to rush to get anyone in, and I think this just shows that they don't need to rush at all. No. And they've got all the time in the world to bring the right players in, because the current squad we have are more than capable of getting any result, as they've shown today. So, yeah, I mean, absolutely brilliant start to the year for Maidstone. 2 wins. Well, no, sorry. Yeah, 2 wins.
Well, 2 wins.
2 wins.
2
wins and 2, yeah. 2 clean sheets. So
2 clean sheets, 5 goals scored. And they've just started 2025 where they left off 2024, and as we've said before, it's just all good signs. It's just like literally everything is coming together for Maidstone, and there's always a lot that you can see there's a plan in place. They didn't get too rattled early season when some people were sort of saying, it wasn't right, the recruitment was bad, but they've stuck with it. They've had faith in what they're doing, and as George always says, trust the process.
Absolutely, and I think that is paying its dividends now. We're just looking at the form guide as it shows. So, yeah, really, really positive performance today. Positive atmosphere at the club. Jenko and really loving the updates to the scorelines as we're going through the game. But whatever the table looks like at the end of the day, the most important thing is we're 18 games unbeaten, great form, and onwards and upwards from here, hopefully.
Yep. So it's. Cheshire is our next commentary next week, and Chris Bechavade, I think he's on there.
Chris and Darren, I think,
Styles for that game. So tune in wherever you get all the internet frequencies that you normally get your Stones Live from, and hopefully you'll hear us loud and clear for that game. And it's onwards and upwards from here. So
one thing left to say, I think.
Absolutely.
Come on, you Stones!